Alright, here is we are going to make a graham cracker crust, a homemade from scratch graham cracker crust, and eventually we're going to make our key lime pie, but this video will just be showing you how to make the graham cracker crust, which you can also use for chocolate pies and many others. We have our pie pans prepared here. We're actually doing several, that's why I have several, but this recipe will make one large pie crust, and I have some spray non-stick coating. I use the olive oil one because I think it's a little bit healthier than the other non-stick coating. And we're just going to spray our pan with this, just gently like that. We also have inside the mixer, we've already used one package of graham crackers, the whole package. And what I did is we take and we smash them up. You just take with your hand on your hard counter. You smash the bag to where, while it's still in the bag, it's much easier to do it this way. You just use the palm of your hand and smash it real good. Turn it over to the other side. Continue to smash until it's pretty good. And then what you do is you pour it into the pan, into your mixer, the bowl, and you make sure you kind of break up any larger pieces that still exist. You can just use your hands to do this. Once those are nice and finely crumbled, we've also used 6 tablespoons of butter, which we melted in the microwave. We're going to pour our 6 tablespoons of butter. And we are also going to use a tablespoon of sugar, just to sweeten it a little bit. You could use more sugar if you want. Find the graham crackers are already sweet enough and you don't want it, I don't want to add too much sugar for health reasons. And we go ahead and we mix up our crust. Alright, now that we have our mixture, our pie crust mixture, we're going to pour it all into the pan. Alright, we scraped all the rest of the pie crust mixture into the pan. And now what we're going to do is we're going to use our clean hands and we're going to pat it firmly down, bringing it up to the sides and all around. You could also use a food processor to get the graham crackers really finely processed if you wanted, crushed instead of using just your hands to crush them. Depends on how fine you want it to be. For our key lime pies, I like a little bit of the crunch to it, so I don't mind some of the larger pieces. Once you get it up to the edges, you're going to firmly pack the bottom. Continue to keep your edges packed. The butter will help hold it into place. You could also flash this in the oven for a little bit if you'd like. I don't even bother with that. I do put it in the freezer for a little bit to firm it up before we put our pie crust in, to help it just to hold together a little bit when you actually slice the pie crust. I do like to make this key lime pie as an absolutely no-bake key lime pie. It makes it simple when you need to make something that you don't want to have to use the oven with. We have our pie crust. We're going to throw that in the freezer for a few minutes while we prepare the rest of our pie crust and while we do our pie filling.